Put some new shit on here.
And thank you for supporting us. And I hope you enjoyed your New Year's readings. The special still goes on. Special still goes on until the 5th, which is what, tomorrow or Friday? Until the 5th, okay? So, we're doing $35 text readings for love, health, finances, and overall what we see for the new year for y'all. And y'all, you know, we just came back. It was raining. My hair got all frizzy. But it's all good. I don't care.
Can y'all hear us?
And I'm eating too. Okay.
I know y'all can hear her.
You want to get slapped with a piece of fish?
Nah, I don't want no troubles. I don't want
You
no
want problems, y'all.
I don't want no troubles.
So while we go over 2023 predictions and the messages that the ancients gave us, and Nezarak, my ancient ancestors, rise up.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace
Show
and
your
blessings.
face.
Let me see.
Something's wrong with Facebook.
How you know? Let me see.
I know, something's wrong with Facebook.
You looked and checked, or you just saying?
I'm about to check.
Okay. So let me see what we got. What we got? I'm trying to get. I'm finna look in the chat and see what y'all. Where we at on YouTube.
All right, let me go to Facebook. Okay. Let me go to Facebook. Okay.
Okay, we good on YouTube.
All right.
Good on YouTube.
All right, so.
Oh shit. Serious T, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Oh, I can see everybody. Oh, y'all on here? All right, so
Okay.
how come on the video they not showing y'all? Let me turn this down. Hold on.
Okay. See Thomas, peace and blessings. Still waiting for everybody to get up in here. Let me see. Who else I see?
All right, let me turn it down, y'all. Are y'all ready for 20? Hold on, y'all. I turned it down. Are y'all ready for 2023 predictions?
I got it.
Love you too, Zach. Hey, Sierra. All right, so
I didn't get that.
look at this, y'all. The rain done frizzed up the hair, and it's all. I got a little afro, but it's okay. So this is gonna be a little different because I'm gonna be chowing down while we're talking, right? Hey, Jaleesa. All right, so Jaleesa said yes. We're ready for 2020. That gotta go down just a little bit.
What?
I gotta calm down a little bit.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Some more? You want to see food?
No, it's time, but all right. So first of all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna see what y'all see first.
Is that?
That's good.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. I want to know what y'all see for 2023. Because everybody has a natural intuition.
It's the cat problem.
Everyone. So what do you all see for 2023? And then we're going to share the messages from the ancient ancestors. Now, you all know that I deal with them a lot. We deal with our modern day ancestors and our ancient ancestors. And, you know, I want to say this because we said it in a show years ago. We said, look, it's coming up there. What is, yes, we probably just got to tap the front. So, what is, okay, or when did voodoo come into fruition, right?
What you talking about? This one?
No, this right here. I'm seeing everybody chat, but this is blocking it. Okay.
What is
So,
that? Oh, that's
yeah,
that.
that's fine. I can see it on the phone. So, one of the things is everybody thinks that voodoo started in West Africa, in Benin. Tell me where it started, Brother Dingle.
Started in ancient Kemet. I don't know. I feel like it's been here. It's been here since we've been here. Like like we always say, we are voodoo. We are spiritual. Just living your life and imagining things and bringing things in fruition. That's voodoo. Just
Right.
Just being here on earth and
Did you turn it that way? The spirit did that. Do I gotta kick the spirits out? The fan.
I turned it that way so it wouldn't be blowing on the.
I was just gonna say y'all because we got spirits in here. But anyway, so just know that you are voodoo. Voodoo just means spirit. Everybody pretty much knows that. But everybody thinks it started in Benin when it's been around for the beginning of time. Okay? If you go back to the ancient texts of the ancient walls, you'll see that they sacrificed chickens and stuff back then
Chickens,
too.
goats, and Kemet.
Right.
In Kemet, they were sacrificing goats. And they had their own shrines like they do here. In actuality, it's a lot of evidence that points to a lot of things that we do now. A lot of things that we do in African spirituality, as far as sacrificing and dealing with the herbs and plants. A lot of that points to the ancient Egyptians. Even when you're talking about Ifa, a lot of people, a lot of people want to disagree and argue with it, but it's still more evidence that's still pointing to that tradition came out of Kemet.
Mm-hmm.
On down to some of the people, So I feel like you said, we are voodoo. And then what else did we have before we had religion? Everybody was into nature and studying nature and learning from nature. So.
And indigenous to the land.
Exactly.
We're supposed to be the caretakers of the land. And we haven't done such a good job, but actually, as we go on this year, we will see that we will do a good job and a better job. There's a lot of messages that the ancient ancestors shared with us, as well as the modern day ancestors. And excuse me, but I'm eating, y'all. I got some fish here. And I had to fry it up because we left it in the refrigerator to be fried yesterday. Nobody did. So before it went bad, we had to fry it. So I'm eating it, okay? Now, I will say this. This year, for many of us, it will be a blessed year. Right?
That's right.
But some of us, it's not going to be such a blessed year. Now, first let me ask how everybody's weather is doing, because we had tornado watches here today, and we had rumbling thunderstorms, which I always say is our brothers and sisters in the cosmos fighting. It didn't sound like no damn thunder to me. It sounded like they rumbling up in the damn sky. Remember that game Galactica? Sound like some shit like that, okay? So, with saying that, how's the weather in the neck of your woods? If you're in Arkansas, I heard there was some tornadoes coming through there again. How's everything going in your neck of the woods? Tell us what's going on.
As I was sitting here preparing for the show, Spirit was like talking and showing me things, and it's the weather is going to be very interesting this year, to say the least. It's going to be chaotic. I was seeing more flooding along the West Coast, but not just the West Coast, the Midwest as well. I was picking up I kept picking up the energy of a volcano too, that may erupt. It's been dormant for a while in the southern, like more like the Hawaii region area over there, in that area, in the Hawaiian area. and I was picking up a big, like, it's gonna be something that's gonna go on in Texas. They kept telling me like it's gonna be an earthquake in Texas, and it's gonna have something to do with like the oil, like the oil companies. I don't know if it's gonna be an explosion or it's gonna be a oil spill, but something is gonna go on the coastline in Texas, on the coastline of Texas.
All right, y'all. Now what I'm doing, I'm eating some of my homemade sweet potato, peach cobbler that I made. I'm being greedy today, but everybody's probably really wondering what's going on. And although we can give you the basics of what we see with the weather, I want y'all to go and take your minds and your visions back a little bit deeper. Let's go to Mississippi where the Nile River is driving up. Can somebody tell me where the Nile River is connected to? The Mississippi River is connected to the Nile in ancient Egypt, right?
Correct. Some people feel like that was the Nile River.
And honestly speaking, it was definitely based off of my spiritual insight of seeing in ancient times and being able to go to past lives. It was connected to the Nile River. As I told you all before, Georgia, all of this area right here was connected to, all connected. Remember, we had the continental drift. That's something you need to go research and study yourself. But just know, it's not a coincidence that that river is drying up. It's not a coincidence that the Antarctica ice is melting. Okay?
Peace and blessings, Riley. It's the first time seeing you on here.
Every 25,920 years, what happens? The beginning. Right? So we are at the end of the beginning. So all of this is to be expected. Don't be surprised. There's a major transformation taking place with the whole universe. Just not Earth, but the whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That means your planets are also transforming. Right?
The planets, the plants.
Right. Every species on this earth is transforming. Our cosmic brothers and sisters from Sirius B, from Mars, from Saturn, from Jupiter, also going through a transformation. So it's just not here on this planet. Now, as I always I've been talking about for years, this is the reactivation of the DNA. So all of this weather, all of this chaos, all of these awakenings, all has to take place.
Mm-hmm.
It has to take place. There ain't no ifs and buts about it. So you're seeing a little bit chaos, right? Whether it be on the news, this is going on over here, and of course they're doing a little bit too much with the weather because they're talking about the weather. Oh, this is the end. This is Armageddon. No, Armageddon, as I always told y'all, is within. Within. Which brings me to the next thing. Anybody who's doing unrighteousness right now, I feel sorry for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel sorry for you because this war is within. So when they talk about Armageddon, it's the good, this versus the bad. And you have many that are awakening, and you have many that are also being taken into the unrighteous world of demons and disagreeable spirits, okay?
Yeah.
So, just know that all of this that's taking place, don't be surprised. Not nothing in Revelation, just that we didn't already know what's going to happen. It has to take place. Now, I'll share this with you all. On this past 2 weeks, we've gotten 6 brothers, black men, that have been deemed as schizophrenic and are fighting demons right now.
Yeah, talking to themselves.
Talking to themselves, fighting the demons, like, really fight. I'm telling y'all.
Like, actually, like, fighting a demon like it's right there in front of them.
Somebody tell me what they think about that. Because, we're still in a spiritual warfare. Remember, it's a battle that's taking place. So within this battle, we're going to see much chaos. What do you think it is, your family? Why do you think these brothers are getting possessed? Because that's all it is, but being possessed. They're hearing the spirits telling them to kill themselves, telling them to kill family members, fighting them, all kinds of stuff. What basically people don't understand, people with schizophrenia in the spiritual world are very highly spiritual beings connected to many, many dimensions. So when you're dealing with these people like this, you have to deal with them in a certain way. Because if their souls are weak, they can take over their bodies. And that's what's happening. So what I've seen with these brothers, they're getting 3 and 4 and 5, 6 different demons walking throughout their bodies. Okay? Now, with saying that, everything that we're experiencing now is supposed to happen. If you're going through a stage in your life where you're going through an awakening, you're supposed to be going through that. If you're being dragged in the world of the negativity and the disagreeable energy and the demons, that's where you're going to be.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, what she's saying is, too, also, when those that are spiritual, that do spiritual work, you can't be doing unrighteous stuff. A lot of people are getting that karma. A lot of people that have done negative ritual work over the years for money, they're receiving that karma. I just see a lot of judgment coming to them. A lot of people are rethinking their life decisions and things they have done in the past, and they're kind of regretting them because that energy is hitting them and it's overwhelming them to the point that they can't deal with it. You know, they can't deal with the energy that's hitting them because their energy is turning around and fighting with them now. A lot of people that work with spirits, disagreeable spirits that are what the West calls demons. A lot of people like to work with demons. I'm seeing a lot of people are getting, these demons are starting to attack them now or overwhelm their body and starting to control them. To the point where people may do something under control of a demon, under possession of a demon, and they may wake up in jail or prison. That's the type of energy that I'm seeing this coming back and being presented to the people that was doing stuff like that. A lot of people are having regrets. A lot of people are having regrets for doing unrighteous work, spiritual work that they had no business doing. Doing spiritual work out of jealousy, doing spiritual work out of hate, doing spiritual work to harm or kill somebody. That energy is being returned to them. And we've been warning people for the last 10 years. You can't do negative spiritual work without thinking without realizing that that type of work has implications where it's going to come back to you.
It's going to come right back, quick and fast. It's going to come back so quick and fast you ain't going to see it. It's going to miss your eye.
And what I'm seeing too is where it's hitting the practitioners and it's hitting the people that's getting the work done. So y'all got to be very careful, especially this time around. A lot of people are catching it.
Hey Woody, hey Zena, hey Indicara, hey Frederick. I know all is well. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Tonight we're doing 2023 predictions. Welcome to the Spiritual Vault. If you just came in, and we're doing 2023 predictions. We're giving you messages from our ancient ancestors as well as our modern day ancestors and telling you what's going on. Pay attention. Pay attention to everything that's going on. Some of you all are afraid. Some of you think it's Armageddon. Some of you are just like going with the flow of energy and just think everything's going to be okay. Some of you are really tapping into the energy because there's a few that are waking up and receiving the energy of what is getting being put out here as far as being more spiritual, as I like to say. But there's also some chaos that we have to pay attention to. I heard somebody panicking the other day, and they were talking about, we have to be, they have concentration camps. Was it? Oh, no. They declared martial war in Buffalo, New York.
Martial law, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Now, we all know from the past of the Alex Jones and all that stuff that was coming out and the so-called conspiracy theories, because I believe some of them may be true, but, about martial law. So now you have people panicking, thinking that they're implementing martial law in Buffalo, New York. Which means that you got people thinking this is part of Revelations in the Bible and it's the end of the world. How many people in here think or believe that it's the end of the world right now? Somebody in both chats, in YouTube chat, tell me, do y'all believe it's the end of the world? Be honest. If you're still a Christian, it's okay. You're still learning. You don't know. So it's okay. But how many people actually believe Armageddon is taking place right now? If you go to YouTube, they got things going on in what are they, Switzerland, and over here in what is it? Russia's supposed to be causing an ice storm over there in what is it called? Ukraine, and
they
all of these things.
The Russian president said he had planned to freeze them out or whatever, freeze everything over there. But I don't know. They putting it on Russia, but I feel like this is more our country's thing. That they're doing. It's something that they're doing. Peace and blessings. We got some people watching us in Oakland. Peace and blessings. Evelyn, Elena, peace and blessings. Sonia, peace and blessings.
Welcome, Baba Cordell.
She said she has flood alerts Wednesday for California. I mean for what's she at in Oakland? Who's in Oakland? Yeah, in Oakland.
Okay. Now let me just say this to y'all. The amount of water and weather that we're seeing has to take place. There's two things with this. There's something going on behind the scenes that you are not supposed to see. And then you have the cleansing of mother's womb of the earth, okay? Now, like I told you all before, whatever's happening here on earth is happening in other planets and in the universe. Okay? But here on earth, since you all are here on this plane, a great cleansing has to take place. Now, there's a lot going on within it because what's happening is, as you can see, last week it was 18 degrees. This week is 70 degrees. Something I didn't predict back 5-7 years ago on Blog Talk Radio. Told y'all would not know winter from summer. But you must understand the reason why it's taking place. The actual sun is responsible for your DNA reactivation. Okay? So the sun is needed. The actual cleansing of the earth, they have disrespected the earth for too many years and too long. As we know, as we are a part of everything in this planet. As I always say, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. So you are the earth yourself. Just like your body, if you don't take care of your body, it begins to break down piece by piece. Well, that's what's happening to the earth. So that's why all of this has to take place. Now, is there some manipulation?
Yeah.
Of course, because man thinks they're invincible. Man thinks they can do anything they want to do.
But as you say, nature's fighting back.
Right, so nature's fighting back. So now, they're doing some things are natural, right? We have to cleanse. The earth has to be cleansed because of all the dirtiness and the pollution and all that goes on. But there's also manipulation. So some of this is real, some of this is not. The sun is saying, okay, you want to keep playing around? Let me show you who really got power. I'm going to come back and I'm going to burn your asses up. Okay? You want to keep playing. Okay? Now, that's what's going on with the weather, but it has a great cleansing does have to take place. Things are shifting on this planet Earth. Things are shifting. There's going to be a major earthquake that's going to come really soon. Don't say I didn't tell you so. And it has to come because there's a shift that must take place with the tectonic plates on this planet. Okay? Now,
Tell you, I kept getting like coastline.
I'm sorry, did you want some coffee?
No, I ain't want that.
I'm sorry, y'all. He's talking about coffee smells good. Peppermint mocha. Yeah.
It do smell good.
But
That's because I'm fasting.
yeah, he's
And
fasting.
She fasts during the day. And then she
Yeah, I
fasts
do
at night.
intermittent fasting. I don't eat all day and then one time night. But anyway, family. Okay. Anyway, what? Look here. I lost how many pounds? 20-something pounds by intermittent fasting. Okay. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So
Mudslides, sinkholes. The
there's
earth is opening up.
right. Who said that? So Sonjai Majet says mudslides and the earth is opening up. Sinkholes large enough to fit in. You know what? And I'm not surprised. We ain't seen nothing yet. But I don't want humans to panic though. It has to take place because every, how many? 25,920 years? There's a shift that takes place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody go Google the continental drift. See when that happened. So there's some things that have to be shifted around on this planet, okay? It's not a coincidence that the water in Mississippi at that river is drying up, okay?
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence that Antarctica's ice is melting, okay? So pay attention because there's a lot to this whole, series of things that's going on. Now, we're going to see some more weather. You thought it was over, but it's not over. No, it's not over. You ain't just see some thunderstorms. We had a tornado watch today.
Mm-hmm.
Warning. Right? So you're going to see some more coming on. And you will see a major earthquake. And it has to take place because of the shift that's going on. And let's talk about the sea. Y'all know I always love the sea. You know I talk about the sea. You know I say that I'm a mermaid, right? I'm just kidding, y'all. But the sea has a lot to do with this too. Okay?
Yeah. That's why I kept saying when I was looking at when they were showing me earlier with the with Texas and the drilling is I don't know I keep feeling like it I don't know they keep telling me it has something to do with the beings too, like that energy they don't want them even on the coast drilling for oil no more.
So you're talking about our sea beans are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Texas better be careful then.
Like if they don't stop, I see that coastline gonna go under.
The coastline of Texas? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that. Y'all better stop drilling because them sea beans are no joke. Not to mention the fact, are y'all paying attention to that? Black Panther, Wakanda, what happened? What happened? They was under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now you got Avatar. They're under the sea. So they're trying to give you messages. That's another thing. Pay attention to the little subliminal messages that they're giving you because some of it is true. Just like some of the conspiracy theories they say is not real is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So be mindful. There's a lot that's going on that you must pay attention to.
And the storyline that Wakanda went with the first story when they talked about how a meteor hit and this vibranium landed in Africa and they got a bunch of it. That's a true story. And the only other place it landed in is in Haiti, so it's no coincidence that they're showing Haiti and Africa both have the same stuff going on as far as technology there. So now you know why Haiti has been held in check, politically, financially, their monetary system. All of that has something to do with those natural resources being there.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's another part of the story. Write it in your books. Get your books and pads out and write it all down. Okay, write it all down. Now he just talked about that. So we're talking about some type of new element, mineral, maybe. That's supposed to be like vibranium because they said it was fake. That they found. But y'all know I got to take you back to the spiritual side of it. I can't go with what they just say. I have to go with what I see in my first eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a coincidence that you have now chat GPT AI. Not a coincidence. All the AI is coming out now, right?
Yep.
Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You think GPT AI is off the chain. Wait till you see what's coming out next. They're showing you the robots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Robots been out for a while, but now they're a little bit more dancing and shaking and stripping and all kind of that. Robots doing all this on a,
They're doing police work. They're doing
all kind of
work.
stuff, right? What do you think these things are made out of? Now, what Spirit showed me is that these new minerals or whatever they want to call, whatever it is they're trying to say, it's just not about coalting no more, is coming from the sea.
Mm-hmm.
What Spirit showed me is that these sea beings are introducing them, which are really cosmic beings. Because remember, I told you all years ago, the beings that come from different planets travel through Antarctica, through the water to get out to different mega monuments around the world and also to different countries and different places. Okay? So, whether you all know it or not, that sea is very, very, very powerful and full of cities and full of beings. They're not just all on here on the planet. Okay? So, what's taking place is they are introducing these new things to humanity.
Mm-hmm.
But you have the elite of humanity who doesn't feel that the rest of humanity needs to know. It's all good. I mean, it is what it is. It's all about that power and that money. It's almost like if I can explain it, it's almost like the Sumerian story when they came back and they came back to get the gold. Mm-hmm. Right? Remember? Yeah, if anybody that doesn't know about it, go research it. I'm not getting into it, but go look up the Sumerian story about them mining gold. Okay? So it's sort of like that. So now here's a new element. Here's a new mineral, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's very, very powerful.
And remember last year we did a reading and we kept saying they found some. We kept saying that they found some new mineral under the sea in New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
No, it was a city that was found that was
it
rising
sea,
up out of
this.
this.
It was some minerals, like it was some minerals under there too.
That was coming up with the city,
that was
right?
coming up. Yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing. Last year we talked about that. Now we're gonna see so much more, family. We're going to see some more cities rising up out of the sea. Mm-hmm. My visions and my spirituality has alerted me a long time ago that actual Kemet used to be under the sea and it decided to rise again. But before they actually carved it out, all the monuments you see in Kemet, the pyramids, they told me that they use high-tech lasers. Right? Look at that. High-tech lasers. So, at one time, they went under. It was buried under the sea, and then it rose back up out of the sea in a certain amount of years. Now, let me tell y'all something. Watch this. This is the energy. Y'all see that?
It stopped.
It stopped.
Started again, but
y'all see that?
So as she started talking about the beings and the minerals in the sea, the phone started going crazy.
The phone started going crazy. Now, we're saying that I'm going to say that, there's a lot going on. So just kind of go with the flow of energy and just watch. But make sure your energy is in tune with nature's energy.
Yeah.
Because some of you all are going to be affected by this in a bad way, not a good way. Mm-hmm. Okay? Not a good way. See, they keep trying to blink in my eyes. I'm about to throw the phone against the wall, y'all. Yeah, because it's blinking in my eyes. So, do embrace it, okay? Now, there's a lot of people that's waking up. We'll get into that in a minute. You want to add something? Any questions over there?
Well, no, I was just going to go talk about some of the political stuff. Let me see, do we got any questions? No, we don't have no questions over here yet. But with the political stuff, too, like she said, some people are going to get caught up in the energy. That's why, it was a pause for a minute with the police, with the police beating up black people and all of that, as far as you seeing it on TV every single day. Now they're ramping that up again. Now they're starting to ramp it up more on social media. You're starting to see more of that type of energy. They keep trying to present their energy because they want to bring your vibration down. And y'all just be careful with that type of energy, getting too caught up in that.
All right, do we have any questions before we go on? Because that's what I want y'all to do. Pay attention. And I like to give a little bit of education behind it, because you must understand that it's not about revelations. It's about what's really, really going on. Armageddon is within you, okay? Within you. So it's going to be that good against that bad. And there's some of y'all, and there's a group of y'all that I see. There's a group of y'all that I see. If y'all don't get it right, ancestors about to snatch you up out of here like an eagle snatches a baby squirrel off the ground. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Get it right. Because a lot of y'all have responsibilities and duties to take care of. Meaning that you are indigenous to this land, and that you are to use your gifts, and you are to use your power, and you are to use your energy to help with the transformation of this planet Earth. And if you don't, you will be snatched up out of here.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. From Cuba to Africa to Brazil to wherever you're doing spiritual work at. You have a responsibility to this planet.
And to the people.
And to your people. And if you do not get it right, don't say I didn't tell you you're being snatched up out of here. Like I said, like an eagle snatches a squirrel off the ground as he sees him. Be careful. Okay? Now, next.
What you want to do, the political?
Politics. Politics. Have y'all noticed that your energy and your focus has been taken really off of politics? Have y'all noticed that? Has anybody seen anything lately about politics? If you have, put it in there.
Yeah, put it in the chat. What's going on with the politics? I see a lot of political confusion. This one's doing this over here, that one doing that over there, but it's not lining up. It's not pulling the people's energy like it used to. Right. The last thing that they semi got to pull people's energy was the Herschel Walker thing. You know what I mean?
Stop playing.
That was the last thing.
Zena says, how do you help people who think you're crazy? Tell them to mind their goddamn business. Tell them to mind their business. And tell them, I'm not crazy, you crazy because you don't know. That's what I tell them. You say how you want to say. You can say I'm crazy because I see things. You can say I'm crazy because I, communicate with spirits and ancient ancestors. You can say all you want to say. But I don't give a goddamn. You can kiss my natural black ass because you crazy for not paying attention and seeing for yourself. That's what you tell them, Zena. Otherwise, really, honestly speaking, you ain't got to explain nothing to them. Nothing at all. I'm at the point in my life, I just look at them like, okay, I'll be your crazy, all right, but you'll see. And every time I say that, you'll see, they always see. You see what I'm saying? We're going to see who's crazy. Then I get a call back, Nikki, you know what happened? This spirit was walking. Okay, but I thought I was crazy though, right? Zena, don't let him do that to you. Don't let him do that to you. Keep it moving. Now, politics, or as my sister Kim Amasai used to say, politricks, okay? It's a mess, and it's still a bunch of politricks, okay? I'm just going to see, looking at every state in the United States of America, these governors and these, councilmen, and they're going through a transformation too. Don't let it get you confused. Many will say, well, they're reptilian beings, and they're this beings, and some of them may just be reptilian beings. But that don't mean the reptilian beings ain't going through a transformation too, because they are. Let's talk about the fact that everybody on this planet is going through this transformation. So their body is bothering you?
I can see it flashing over here.
Yeah. So what's happening is they all are experiencing the same energy. And some of them, it's beyond their comprehension. They don't understand what's going on. They don't watch the show like the Spiritual Vote or some of my sisters and brothers have on here to know what's really going on, right? But then again, they might. But with saying that, I just see for the next year, politics is going to be messy.
Mm-hmm.
I just see that they're losing control of their positions, right? Meaning, the governor can't run the country this state no more, because he's going through a transformation. He don't know what's going on. His brain is like chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I watch some of them sometimes, because I don't really get into the politics, but I watch them and I read their souls. And when I read their souls, I see what they're thinking.
Yeah.
And I see some of them are tired. Some of them are tired, and some of them do know what's going on. They're in communication with the bigger guys, the president, and all that good stuff, right? But I see they're like, do I feel like dealing with this? I thought I'd like to be governor, but I don't want to be governor no more because I'm tired. So I just want to be home relaxing. Remember when Trump said he wanted to be on Singer Island in West Palm Beach eating his chicken wings and relaxing, right? Just some of them are tired of the politics. So we're going to see a lot of politicians resigning, stepping down. Same thing. Some of them are going to be transitioning too out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all heard about Barbara Walters? And you know what's crazy? Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I always like Barbara Walters. It was a New York thing. She was like the best journalist you had. Barbara Walters would get it out of you. Yeah, I liked her. That's right. Say something. Say something, because I know how some of y'all conscious folks can be. But say something. I dare you. Say something, goddamn it, because I like Barbara Walters. So anyway, we're saying that some of them are going to be transitioning. Some of these politicians have health problems. You know, everybody looks at them like, oh, he's the governor. He's the like they don't have real goddamn issues. Just like some of your celebrities. We'll get into that later. But politics is going to kind of weasel down a little bit. I see some energy that's coming in slowly but surely from our Chinese brothers and sisters. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. So politics this year is going to get a little bit more chaotic. Mm-hmm. You're going to see a lot of changes. You're going to see them losing power. You're going to start seeing the communities coming back and taking over. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is what I see, okay? This is what Spirit is showing me. So, as far as politics, you won't be having no big, giant elections. And, you know, some of that is dying down a little bit. It's going to be going on for the next couple of years, okay? What's so funny? Oh, you laughing in the video. It's 1 minute behind, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, pay attention to your politicians. I don't know what's going on with what's her name, the vice president, Kamala Harris, but I see she got some health problems.
You haven't heard nothing from her.
She got some health problems.
Quiet as a church mouse.
Yeah, I see some health problems going on with her. I gotta pull this over.
Some health problems.
What else you see?
For politics, I do see like maybe one or two more politicians getting exposed for something they haven't done, but the energy that like they're doing something like illegal or something, but the energy, I don't know. I keep picking up like it's more like that type of energy is being pushed on like black politicians.
Really?
Yeah, they trying to push that energy on black politicians.
They ain't gonna be able to. Like I always say, their doing will be their very own undoing, okay? So, that's what we see for politics. Now, let me go over here. Let's see what y'all talking about on Facebook. Happy New Year, Angela. Happy New Year to you, too. Hey, Candace. Okay. Now, politics, weather, what else?
Love.
Economics.
Oh, economics.
Let's do love last.
Love last.
Economics.
Love does last.
How many of you on here can tell us Facebook, YouTube, have been having financial problems within the last month or two, and also car problems. Tell us, put it in the chat. Don't be afraid. Some people got ego because they think somebody's doing spiritual work, and they don't know about spiritual work. How many of you have had financial problems and car problems? Put it in the chat, both of you. Because the financial problems, we're going to talk about what they showed us in reference to finances, okay?
Yep. Some
Who?
Tafani and C. Thomas say I filed bankruptcy.
Okay. Peace and blessings to Michael Andrews. Hey, Michael Andrews, my brother Scott Fields. Peace and blessings. Happy New Year to everybody. Hey, Dina. Hey, Amber Smith. Okay, so a lot of y'all been having financial problems and car problems, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've been getting a lot of calls, and people been having this problem. So quite naturally, if you're spiritual, they say, well, somebody said a goon to me, or somebody said, so everybody start panicking and say, well, somebody said ritual will work on me. Nah. Some things are just circumstantial.
We had quite a few people that we read, we didn't see spiritual work.
Right. We had at least 10 people that had car problems within the last 2 weeks. And then we had a lot of people calling about their finances because they're worried about their money. Mm-hmm. Well, there's an economic reset that's taking place. Okay? Now, what you all need to know is spiritually seeing, there was a major economic reset taking place. Just as well as the people over here do rituals, they don't think that the bigger people do rituals, and they do. Okay?
Judges do rituals, lawyers do rituals, so you
exactly. So you gotta go back to the World Bank, right? Mm-hmm. Which is a very big bank, the World Bank, and you gotta know that there may be a ritual being done over the World Bank. Now, what gets me is everybody's always surprised. You get laid off during the holidays. Your finances may not be good. But this happens every year.
Every year, same time.
I don't know how they're just preparing for the economics in 2023. Okay? Now, I've done a couple of readings. Y'all know we running the New Year's specials. $35 text readings for love, health, and finances. Mm-hmm. So, with the last 10 that I've done, I see that a lot of people are going to be very blessed this year. Okay? Yeah. The finances are going to come abundantly, and a lot of prosperity is going to come to you. Okay? But one of the things the ancient ancestors said is that we must get our mindset right. Mm-hmm. Now, you have to get your mindset right because along with this DNA reactivation and transformation and you becoming a light of being, you are going to have the power to manifest it for what you want. Mm-hmm. You're not going to have to go to the gods if you believe in God or whatever you believe, it don't matter. You are becoming that actual God. But it's very important this year that you do not curse yourself. It's even more important than last year.
Yeah, watch what you say.
Watch what you say. I did a reading for an elder sister out of New York last night. And, one of the things I seen, not telling her business, I'll say her names, but is that she always had a negative, I ain't never going to have no money. I'm always broke. I'm always having stop that. Don't do that. Because the energy that we're in this year is saying if you say it, it's going to happen. This ain't 2022. This is not 2020. It's if you say it, it's going to happen. So be careful what you say out of your mouth. And it's just not for the ones who have that powerful ashe. Like, we got to be careful what we say. It's for every human being on this planet.
Yeah, because the energy is different now.
Right.
It's just, and then with people that are spiritual, you got to remember a lot of people that work with spirits, as we do, the spirits are always listening.
Hi, my sister Tonya Shaba. I just seen it because my phone was blinking like crazy, y'all. Sorry.
You got to watch what you say. Like, she's right. You got to watch what you say. Because your words are to the point where they're manifesting whatever it is you speak into existence.
Another thing I want to share with you all, I'm going to tell you how powerful this energy is. This is a little test all of you can do. If you want to get a pen and write it down, write it down. But I want you, before you go to bed, I want you to watch something. It don't matter what you watch. Just watch something. Mm-hmm. Okay? maybe something on nature, something about animals, maybe, you know, a TV show, okay? And this is showing you how the dimensions are collapsing, right? And how you're becoming more connected. Because remember, the DNA is from here to the planet, to the planet, or to the moon, and your DNA has a vast amount of information. So as it reactivates, you're being opened up to more information, okay, from your DNA. So you're talking about being able to actually, you know, when I do past life readings, I'm able to see certain things. And how I know it's confirmed is because people say, I used to dream I was a soldier in England. So that just confirms what I was seeing was correctly. But what's taking place is you are being open up the DNA, and not only that, you're being able to access the other dimensions. So watch a movie at night before you go to sleep. And watch how you dream about whatever that was in that movie, you're going to dream about it. Or watch a TV show, or whatever.
Or pay attention to what sometimes when you talk, whatever it is you have a conversation about, you have a dream about.
Yep.
That energy will follow you till you sleep, and you'll dream about it.
Right. Try that, family, just to see how powerful this energy is. Now back to what we're saying about finances. This year, we're also going to see triple the amount of people working from home. The number one subject right now, or thing on YouTube, is people promoting videos about working for yourself at home.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not, well, we're saying that, so you're going to see some of these corporations fall down.
Yeah, they're going to fall. They got to treat their people right if they want them to work. Now, you got, like, it's like people can pick and choose what they want. Before COVID, people was like scrambling to find jobs. Now people got the luxury of picking what they want.
That's right.
It's not the same no more. Nobody wants to deal with a lot of shit they got to take when they work for somebody.
And not only that, nobody wants to deal with the fact of not being able to have a convenient schedule. Because you have a lot of women with children, right? You got, you know, people who rather work at night, some who rather work at the day. And then not only that, these companies ain't paying, so they're losing out. They're losing out. A lot of companies are losing employees because they don't want to pay. They don't want to be, how do you call it? They don't want to be lenient with the employees or be convenient for the employees, which is making them billions of dollars. But what's happening now, if you all remember, I told y'all years ago, there's a scripture in the Bible, right? And this is really, really an African proverb that says, the rich shall become poor and the poor shall become rich, okay? It's happening right before your eyes. So all of these big corporations and people that were making billions and millions of dollars and people that are working for them that are doing this are now leaving them, and they're saying, I will make my own $1 billion. They're saying, I don't need you anymore. The same 8 hours I put into your company, I can put into my own company. Okay? And that number, by next year, is going to be tripled. When you go on YouTube, you're going to have 25,000 different, newscasters to pick from. Right? So, and if you all notice how it's changing, you're able to buy your cars online. The car dealerships are going to start going out of business.
Yeah.
Because you now can go online and pick what car you want and they'll deliver it to your door. You see? So who needs the salesman anymore?
Yeah, a lot of jobs are being just going away because of the technology.
Right.
So new technology creates a lot of jobs and it destroys a lot too. So
well, and so as far as the economics go, a lot of people's going to be doing very well. Okay? Economics this year is going to be good for a lot of people as long as you make sure you maintain that mindset of knowing and stop thinking you're poor. You see, because if you keep maintaining that mentality, you're going to stay poor. And it's real. Okay? Move past that. Move past that. Now, many of you will be starting your own businesses this year. Many of you will. I'm going to say at least 75% of people are going to be starting their own business, whether it be online or whatever. Okay? Get ready. So the economics, and now, as far as a lot of people into the day trading, a lot of people into the Bitcoin, the white, all of that stuff, right? I kind of see that kind of dwindling away a little bit by next year. That's what Spirit is showing me. It's going to start dwindling away. Because a lot of people say we're coming into the age where, it's all about gold and all. And I do see a lot of that taking place, okay? But I do see there's going to be some new type of, speaking of Wakanda, speaking of vibranium, and speaking of the stuff they found in Haiti, there's going to be some new type of ways to make money. Okay? Let me put it this way. You know how with oil, right? Everybody, jumping on the oil tip, or everybody going to be jumping on this new element or mineral that was found. Okay? That's what I see. So with saying that, I do see that the Bitcoin and all that, all the stuff like that is going to be dwindling away by next year. It's still going to be around, but it's not going to be as popular. Okay? As far as the people that's mining this, oil or trying to get oil, y'all better be nice to Mother Nature's womb. She's not happy about that. She's not happy with it at all. And if y'all don't stop and do it within reason, she's going to collapse wherever the oil is being drilled at.
That's what I seen.
You seen that, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
So it don't matter if you got oil in certain parts of Nigeria, if you got it in Guyana, if you got it in Texas, if you got oil and you all do not continue, if you keep continuing to mess with her moon, she's going to collapse the whole thing. I seen another thing, family. Dubai is very, 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 very popular. Dubai is very popular and very, very filthy, wealthy, rich. Right? But what Spirit showed me is Dubai. It showed me that it looks like when you look at Dubai, it sits on water like it came up out of the water. Well, Spirit showed me it's about to go under the water within the next 3 years. I don't profess to be 150% right, but I can only tell you what I see. That Dubai, they're having a good old time now. They're on that water, but it's like,
They do a lot of corrupt stuff in Dubai too.
I don't if they do, but what I see with them, I don't know. There's something about them being that, and Spirit is kind of showing me that them people in Dubai are some beings from under the sea or from other planets. I could be wrong. I'm just passing the message. I'm just a messenger. It looks like they come from the sea. Okay? Something that's special about it, but something we got to pay attention to. Okay? So, as far as these finances go, family, get ready because pretty soon it's going to be enough for everybody where you're not going to be seeing too much, all of that homelessness and all that. That's another thing. That's getting ready to get cleaned up too. Because as well as we talk about the cosmic beings and the sea beings, they are here on this planet. And some of them you don't even recognize. You think they're humans, but they're not.
Yeah.
But they're here to make a change and make a difference. But as we too, as humanity, must embrace the energy change and transformation and make a change too. Because this is our planet. We got to live on this planet. And if we don't take care of this planet, who will? There should be no homelessness. There should be no hungriness. There should be no GMOs. There should be none of that going on. But as I said, this is a major spiritual warfare going on. You're going to see chaos. You're going to see blessings. You're going to see, all kind of stuff going on. And you're going to get confused because you're not going to know which way to go. What you got to say?
Segment. Asaru says, what about forecast for truck drivers in 2023? I'm like, what do you see for that?
Well,
truck drivers.
What you see, Brother Banker?
I see y'all still gonna be needed. I see I don't know, I just, truck drivers, I don't know, I just see that they're not really appreciated like they're supposed to be. But I do see I do see the truck drivers are still gonna be around. I see I see business for y'all. I see it's gonna pick up for y'all. Y'all gonna get like I don't know if it's not like if it's not enough drivers right now. I don't know what's going on with. I don't know anything about truck driving, but I just see that it's. I just see a lot of. It's not enough of y'all. I see it's not enough truck drivers, and I thought it was because it seemed like every time I turn around, I see people becoming truck drivers. But I don't know. Spirit saying it's not enough of y'all. Like the for the work that y'all that's out there for y'all.
Okay, let me tell you what I see.
Interesting.
I see they're gonna start replacing truck drivers with robots.
With robots.
I see that they actually already have some high technological airplanes, right? And I see that they are pretty much finding quicker ways because here on this plate everybody wants everything quick and fast, quick and fast, quick and fast. So I mean, the quicker they make it, the quicker you get your products. Okay. So what Spirit is showing me is that within the next couple of years, truck driving will be a figment of your imagination. They will have certain type of, either robotic type of trucks, airplanes, some new technology coming out within the next 5 years that are going to replace truck drivers having to ride on that road for long periods, and hours. Okay, right, and they're going to replace the actual warehouse workers with robots. That's what I see. So this is why I guess the ancestors are making it a way where people are going to start working for themselves because all of those jobs that are physical jobs, mainly like the warehouses, the truck drivers, even the postal service, you'll see. You guys are going to see. A lot of that is going to change.
They already started with a lot of that stuff too. Now that you said it, I'm thinking about it like about maybe 5 years ago when they were testing out the letting the drones drop off the packages and stuff.
Exactly.
So I could see that happening.
Another thing Spirit just showed me too. They're working on a transportation system that connects all the countries together. And it'd probably be within the near future, maybe 10 to 20 years from now, that we will see a connection. So there'll be, how they have the bullet train in Japan? Well, now they'll have a system that, let's say, for instance, we can go to Africa within a day. So there'll be a train that comes from Africa, certain parts of Africa, to the United States. You don't have to take a plane no more. It's going to be a system, a train system. And it's going to be sort of like the bullet in Japan. That's what I see.
You seen the one they working on one. I don't know if it's in Japan. I think it's China, right? They're working on a train system that can go on that can travel on the sea. So what it does is as the waves hit like that, it stabilizes as the train crosses it. I don't know if I'm gonna be on that shit, but they do have some technology like that.
The one where they said it can hold up to 2,000 people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
So, I want everybody to know, overall for 2023 is going to be amazing, but it can also be chaotic. You choose which side you want to be on. Don't curse yourselves. Keep a positive mind. Many of you need to be a little bit more spiritual. Get out the physical so you can be intertwined with what's going on with nature. Okay? Get out the physical and really try to embrace, the trees. Y'all say me crazy, but I don't care what y'all say. I love my trees. I love the earth. I love the water. I love the rain, okay? But interconnect yourself with nature. Although you are truly a part of nature, but some of y'all don't know and don't act like it. Because I see people walking around here scared with umbrellas. It's raining. Oh, it's raining. Enjoy the spirit of the rain, okay?
Empress Vicky J said, "Are we gonna get new physical bodies?"
I will tell you this: no, not. We're gonna be more lighter beings. What's happening is, as we said before, we did a show about this a couple of years ago, how the organs have been actually changing. So the old anatomy chart does not look like the new anatomy chart. Your lungs may be at a little slant. Your stomach is this way. So go research it yourself. I always tell people go research it. But the body internal organs have changed. If you notice, you can't eat as much as used to be. So yes, there'll be a slight physical change with the body's not a dramatic one though. A dramatic, change. Did I say the word right? Dramatic? Yeah, okay.
Dramatic.
Dramatic, yeah, dramatic, but not a dramatic
Jurassic.
I said dramatic change.
I don't know what you're trying
dramatic
to say.
change, okay? Because I'm talking, the spirit is as I'm seeing, I'm talking, so I'm talking too fast, but dramatic change. But you'll notice the change internally, okay? That's why you were told to do that week of greens, because something with the veins and the stuff in the greens, energy in the greens, was going to connect you with Earth. We did that years ago. We talked about that. Go find the show. A whole week of greens, okay? And it was for your transformation with your DNA as well. So between the sun and the greens you eat and connecting yourself back to Mother, her nature, you're going to definitely go through a spiritual change. And physically, it's going to be slightly different, okay? But the new beings coming back, if you look at these new babies, and you'll notice they got a little bit different of a look. Their pupils are bigger, okay? They're shaped a little bit different, okay?
They're even advancing quicker as they come out the womb.
That's right.
C. Thomas says that McDonald opened up a location in Fort Worth, I guess it's in Texas, with all robotic cashiers.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? They're getting rid of you, and that's why a lot of us are starting our own businesses and working from home.
No more beating up the customers.
Right? Exactly. Throwing stuff in their faces.
See, now y'all done lost your job, beating up the customers and fight with the customers. They got robots to replace people now.
Well, the customers be starting shit too, though. Let's not get it confused. Some customers be rude, throwing shit in their face and throwing stuff to the drive-thru, so it goes both ways. Right? All right, but, yeah, see, LaCandace, yeah, a lot of people are losing their appetites because your stomach is shrinking. You're not going to be needing all the food that you used to, eat. Okay?
That's right. Tiger Divine just said, he said, I noticed I feel everything that I eat now even more.
Exactly. So, yes, it's not, again, let me say the word right. It's not going to be a dramatic change, but you'll notice the change, okay? Even the way that you feel, okay? You'll feel lighter. Your body will feel lighter. So definitely look out for that. Let's talk about that a little bit, because some people need to change their diets. They need to change their health. You need to eat less meat too. Okay?
Yeah.
Cut back on the meat. Have you all noticed how chicken just tastes like a chicken now? Like it smells like a taste of a chicken? Mm-hmm. Have you all noticed that it just don't taste the same? You don't. I was eating a chicken and I felt like I was eating it raw. I was like, I couldn't even finish it. What's so funny?
The facial expressions on the...
Yeah, because it tastes nasty. It tastes like the smell of a chicken. I was like, I just had some fish. And when you make fish, you do a lot of lemon juice on it, lime juice, to get that fishy taste out of it. And I'm tasting the fish, and I tasted the sea. I tasted the sea. I was like, ugh, I don't want to eat it. It was turning me off. A lot of people are going to experience this. I'm telling you all. The flesh and the meat of other species is not going to be good to you. Now, I used to say everybody ain't meant to be a vegetarian, but goddamn it, if you feel like you taste it like that and it's not good, don't eat it.
Switch up. A lot of people need to take a lot of sugar and bread out of their diet.
Yeah.
A lot of people eat sugar. A lot of people don't even pay attention that they eat a lot of starch. A lot of starch.
The other thing, how many have been filled with mucus from their chest to their throat to their head? How many? Have you all been having a lot of mucus in your body? Some people calling about that. Why am I producing so much mucus? I got so much mucus. It's a cold. It's some little virus that's going around that's keeping you, full of mucus. Are you equating it with the energy that's outside? You might want to wear your mask again. Okay? Your body is protecting you because a certain amount of mucus is produced to protect you from pathogens outside of yourself. So when you are extra mucusy and you feel like you're just full of mucus, just know your body's protecting you from whatever the hell is out there. Okay? So you might want to put your mask on again when you're going out to the grocery store. Then you got all these other little viruses going around. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And not just that, it's the shit they putting in the air.
Right.
The air. Oof. You want to talk about love?
Are y'all ready for love?
Love.
Are y'all ready for love?
Okay, so going into the new year for love, I see this is gonna be a good year for people that to find love. I don't know. I just see a lot of people still being put together like soulmates, even young people. I keep seeing even more this year than I did last year. A lot of that energy where people are liking to cheat, that type of energy is going away. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be common, but it's not gonna be like a, like it has been in the past. The cheating and stuff. More people want like real relationships. They want to be able to have somebody that they can really be with and enjoy. Like even the young people now. I'm just starting to see like the energy is different for relationships. It's not the same anymore. And that's what I see for this month and going forward during the year. You're gonna see love is gonna be this is gonna be a good year for love. What do you see?
You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
That was our number one topic. That was our number one reading. Love. Is he cheating on me? Is she cheating on me? He did this and that. Okay. For love this year, there's a consummation taking place between the feminine and the masculine energy. And that's because there had to be a balance that was brought back. And that's when the divine feminine energy had to rise to bring the balance back. So, what I'm noticing, we're not getting as many readings as we did in the past about love. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm noticing because each one of us are going through a spiritual, physical transformation, our mindset is thinking differently as well.
Yeah.
Also, do know that all of the thoughts you had from the past are starting to slowly be diminished from your mind, okay? And it's happening naturally. And what I mean by that is that at one time when I would do love readings, I would tell women or men, do not make the mistake of bringing your past energy or your past baggage from your last one ship to this one. Remember whenever Erica Badu was singing, Bag Lady? You understand? So that was one of the things I would tell both men and women. Now when I'm doing the readings, it's not so much of that going on. It's like they're forgetting their past. They're forgetting their past relationships, okay? Which they're supposed to, because it's supposed to be a one-ship. Relation just means, or means again, right? So you don't want a relationship, you want a one-ship. So what's taking place this year, as I told many a couple of years ago, soulmates are being put together, okay? Soulmates that share the same energy and the same souls are being put together. For one. Mm-hmm. For two, those marriages that have been together for 20, 30 years, they're being broken apart because they're no longer conducive for that person anymore, whether it be man or woman. Because one of them is going through the spiritual transformation at a rapid rate and one is not. And not only that, they wasn't supposed to be together more than just have children. Yes, that's true. Okay? But because the transformation is taking place with both sexes, male and female, the mindset is going to be different. Before it would be, oh, well, the man is from Mars and the woman's from Venus. No. No, it's not that no more. Because they're evolving into more spiritual beings. And as they evolve into more spiritual beings, they are being opened up to more information in their DNA as it reactivates, which is information of almost existence, of why they exist and who they exist as and why they're supposed to do what they do and why they're here on this planet. So with this information being downloaded into their DNA by Sun God Ra, they're evolving into more mature spiritual beings. So even the arguing is going to diminish. Okay, the arguing, the thinking, but well, my boyfriend didn't do this for me. All of that is going to change. They're going to have it's going to be a figment of their imagination, their past. And I believe that some of you are dealing with that right now. You don't remember what happened 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. You faintly do, but then you don't. So it's sort of like slowly but surely your memory is being washed away. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all see that? Like, oh, I forgot all about that. Really. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So that energy, and with all that being said, love is going to be a lot better this year for many people. Mm-hmm. So the love aspect of this reading, do embrace it, enjoy it. It'll be less negative energy, less arguments. It'll be more focused on evolving into spiritual beings and, intertwining with what's going on with this earth and the universe. Oh, yeah. Okay? So love is going to be totally different for the next couple of years. That's what I see. Okay.
And besides, to talk a little bit more about love, y'all don't, men and women, y'all don't want to deal with somebody that cheats because you want somebody that's loyal. Like if they can't be loyal to you, you never know what they'll do to you. So I don't know, what type of situation they'll put you in. So just enjoy being with somebody that's going to be honest with you and is not going to cheat, men or women. Because we, believe it or not, we have men that call us too, and it be driving them crazy. Just as much as women. Well, women a little bit more, but men you start to see a lot of men calling to find out. So
yeah,
you don't want to deal with that energy.
Well, but overall, family, the energy of this year is like I said, do expect lessons, do expect chaos. Don't get caught up in it, but pay attention to it, okay? It's going to be a good year. A lot of people are going to be blessed. A lot of people are going to be blessed. For those who...
You got the last message you said, what you talked about before we got on?
Which one?
You said the aliens are here.
Oh, I already told you the aliens were here.
The aliens said they are here. It's official now.
Oh, yeah. They already walking around. Like I said, you won't know unless you're spiritual, but I see them. They're already here. They're walking around. We was out at the grocery store tonight. I just seen the presence and I felt the energy. They look like you and me, but they're not you and me. And those who are spiritual, you'll be able to feel and recognize the energy, okay? So do take heed. They're here walking amongst us, okay? Some of them are here to help assist humanity, as I told you all, right? I know. We're about to get off here. Is there a sign on it? Okay. All right. That's my grandson telling us a massive storm is coming. Okay? All right, y'all.
I'm son DeMar. Hold on. Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh, DeMar Hamlin?
Who is that? Oh, the football player?
He got injured.
He's talking about the guy who had a cardiac arrest.
Okay, we heard about that.
We heard about it. I didn't even.
Did you hear the Marvel actor Hawkeye? Also his leg got mangled by a snow machine.
Oh damn!
Wow.
I didn't know that.
The Hawkeye actor.
Thoughts of DeMar Heard. So my grandson says, what happened to him?
He tackled somebody. He was standing up and he collapsed.
He collapsed after he tackled somebody? It's funny because okay, so let me just say this, y'all. I seen a video on YouTube, and it's a couple, I don't know, they're talking about the...
They want to know, is he still alive?
Is he still alive?
They think the field is cursed because most players got injured on the Bengals field.
My grandson said they think the field is cursed because most of the players got hurt on that field. But do I see that he's still alive? Yeah, I'm seeing he's still alive. But I see what I was going to say is that there was a video on YouTube and it was talking about how some of these people got shots and they actually were dropping dead.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I don't see that. Okay? We got to realize some things are not spiritual, some things are circumstantial.
Mm-hmm.
I do see that he could have taken better care of his health, but I have to read it a little bit more. I'm going to have to see his picture and go into what
Look
I
at
see.
his body,
yeah, I got to see his body because I haven't seen it. So once I look at his picture and I go in his body, I can kind of see what I see, okay?
You got a picture of him, sir?
Let me see. Okay, my grandson is pulling up a picture of him. Any questions over here on Facebook?
There you go, right there.
Plus, Pluto is about to enter Capricorn soon. Yes, they've been here. And my soulmate coming. Mark Hassan. Word is he received the booster one a week ago. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. I'm looking at his picture now.
It said heart murmur.
He had a heart murmur.
I don't know. I don't know. They said the hit wasn't that hard though.
Yeah. There's also a player named Tua Tagovailoa. He got a concussion on their field too.
I see he's still alive. He's not dead, but I do see his heart. He had a heart murmur, but that shouldn't have affected him and made him fall out like that. Okay?
Probably wasn't a heart murmur.
Interesting. I don't know why they keep showing me endocarditis, but I don't know. I don't profess to be 150% right, but I do see he's okay, but he may not be able to play football again.
What?
Endocarditis.
Endocarditis, I should say.
What do you see with Tua Tagovailoa's concussion he got on that field?
Okay. Let Nanny finish the show and then we'll talk about it, okay? Alright. Alright, so come here. Y'all want to see my grandson? Come here. This is right. Your hair's fine. Y'all young boys all wear your hair like that. Come on, say hi. Say hi to the people. Look, y'all. Put your head down. Look, he's big. He's way taller than me. Put your head in the camera. They can't see you. They can't see your face. Put your face right here. All right, get out. Get out. Look at this, y'all. He's way bigger than me. His hair's way big. Look at that. And he's 14. All right. I love you. Good night. Get some rest. There he goes. That's my first grandbaby. Yeah, I know. Looking like a football player himself, right? All right, boy. Get in bed. You got school tomorrow. Good night. Love you. Okay. Well, we'll watch it, okay? All right. All right. Yeah, that's my first grandbaby, y'all. Yeah. All right. So, can you support... Oh, wait. I was thinking he might have caught that new virus from China. What new virus from... What they got going on now? See, that shows y'all how much we don't watch the news. Let me tell y'all something. What I don't like is when I get on the front of Google and every damn thing on the front of it is negative. Oh, this one been shot. This one has this going on. That one got killed. It's nothing but negativity. Y'all not getting me caught up in that bullshit. No, I don't want to hear it. I'll switch from it fast and whatever. But, yeah, Zena, he's big. He's tall, way taller. But, Zena, you the same Zena that's Rose's cousin? Are you the same Zena? Because I don't know if you heard about Briggs, but you know Briggs died. If you are the same Zena. Okay. What virus are you talking about, Ramutef? Amber Smith, that's what they were saying on that video on YouTube, that they was dying of heart attack. They were just dropping dead. I saw you in my dream last night. Is there any meaning of that? Denisha Brown, let me just tell you what's crazy. You are probably the 15th person who has seen me in their dreams. And every last one of them was spiritual. I was doing some type of spiritual work in the dreams. Was yours about that? One lady said I was on her lawn dressed all in white doing spiritual work on the land. Y'all hear that? Just thundered. One lady said, one guy told me he was in a cave and it was the oldest deity in the world. The deity looked like Ganesha, but he said it wasn't. He said, and I came floating in there with all white on and scared, and the deity got ran and scared away. So every dream that these people had, I was in it. One said I was in Chicago showing them every, what do you call it?
What?
Point around the world. What do you call that
the
again?
ley line.
Every ley line around the world.
Tiger Divine said, "Can you see what happened to Gangsta Boo?"
Let me tell y'all this. I didn't even know who Gangsta Boo was, but I'll tell you this: my sister Alexis K. Tyler, who I love dearly, who does the celebrity reads. Go find her on YouTube. Go find her on YouTube, okay? And I want you to go listen to the video she did today. She did a whole read on Gangsta Boo. And trust me, I trust her judgment. She could read her ass off too. So go listen to what she said, because I don't know Gangsta Boo. But she did a good video on it.
Yeah, Alexis could read.
She could read very well.
Look her up on YouTube.
Yeah, look her up on YouTube. Alexis K. Tyler, she does the celebrity reads. Well, damn.
That don't sound, that's not no thunder or lightning.
That sounds like a damn bomb.
Yeah, see, it be sounding like, y'all gotta pay attention. When these storms come, they're covering something else. It's some, that alien stuff going on up there.
That sounds like a bomb.
It sounded like something got exploded. Like,
yeah.
Exploded. And when you're outside, especially at night, and it's raining and lightning, just pay attention. Lightning, it's not lightning. You'll see a flash of light just shoot across the sky, and it's not lightning. It's just a flash of light. That's not lightning. That's something else. Y'all gotta pay attention to that. One night we was in the house, and it had started raining and thundering real bad, and then we started hearing some sounds like, it sounded like Star Wars. It was going choo 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 choo, and it was raining, and it sounds crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell y'all like this. He said China is making a lot of moves, so they are getting ready for the year of the Dragon 2024.
See, there it go again.
Yeah, that don't sound like no thunder, y'all. It sounds like they throwing bombs and dropping bombs and putting holes somewhere.
Yeah, in the sky, though. Not on the ground. Just, it's crazy. You want to wrap it up?
All right, Denisha, you could DM me and tell me what the dream was about, okay? All right, so y'all, it's been fun. It's been nice. If y'all don't have no questions, then we're going to skedaddle off of here. We got a lot of products we're making. If anybody's interested in the New Year's reading, okay, it's $35, and you can go to the website and pay for it, but you must call right after, so I can text you your reading for love, health, and finances, okay? I will tell you what I see for your love. I will tell you what I see for health and finances. Brother Adinkra he does the same thing. He'll do it too. So, if you want a New Year's reading, it's $35 special, and we're doing it up until January 5th. And then we also have the $60 special for the spiritual kit of the New Year, the spiritual soap, the cleansing for the house,
and the kit.
And the charms, okay?
Yeah.
For the New Year. So if you're interested in that, that's $60, and the readings, the text readings are $35. And do be sure to make sure you text after you pay if you want that special. Go to our site, Wunam and Adinkra.com. That's WUN as in Nancy, AM as in Mary, and AND. And then Adinkra, ADINKRA.com. Wunam and Adinkra.com. You can find the special there, okay?
It's on the front page. Let me see.
Now, C says, I heard she used that, what? Phenidine drug. I might have spelled that right. Oh, you talking about fentanyl. Really? You know,
I don't know about that.
I'm hearing a lot about that. And we just lost my brother-in-law, well, we found out 2 months ago, but we knew he was missing, and we lost him last November to an overdose of fentanyl, and one of them was deadly, that killed him. So I'm not surprised. they gotta be the people that's on drugs and doing. Y'all better be careful with them drugs. That's all I'm gonna say. Zena says, I know the alien message is truly real. One appeared in front of my car as I was in a still on a highway. My grandson was with me. Oh, Zena, really? What did it look like? Tell me what the alien looked like.
I put a Wunam and Adinkra link in the chat, y'all.
Okay, Sirius T says, Nicky, he's from Pittsburgh. He's my best friend. Nay's son, Naquan's best friend. What was the question about him? Sirius?
I think she's talking about the football player.
Oh, the football player. Okay.
They say she overdosed.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know who she is. I never heard of her. And personally, I like to get into that person before I say anything about it. I like to look their picture and, read about them and know a little bit more. So I don't know. Oh, it was a ship that you seen. They sure can. They way more advanced than us human beings. Them aliens ain't no joke.
That's what she.
And I don't like to call them aliens. That's our cosmic family. I don't know about that. I really don't. They said she overdosed, but I don't know. She don't appear to, what I'm saying with this picture, she don't appear to be doing drugs, but I don't even want to read it. I already told him to go let Alexis. Alexis did a whole hour reading on it. She'll kind of show y'all. Go check her out, okay? On YouTube, Alexis K. Tyler Celebrity Reads. What?
Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, if you got kids, don't listen to it in front of kids, because Alexis, she talks adult talk. But she's a very, very good reader. Yeah,
she reads very well. Okay. All right. So I will be calling you Tafani. Okay. I look forward to your hearing. Your call. They showed me a UFO in the clouds in Texas last week. Tiger Divine, they all over the place. They out there fighting right now. They ain't no storm. That's them up there fighting, just like in Jupiter Ascending. They back and forth fighting each other. That's what I see. We were saying we wanted it to come closer so we could see it, and it did. Yeah, if you tell it, they will. If you talk to them, they will. It looked like a rainbow angel. They cloak themselves behind the clouds. And they know how to cloak themselves and make themselves invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Zena, because I hear them. They're going back and forth. Back and forth, up and down.
Are you ready to wrap it up? We've been out here 93 minutes.
Thank you, Jaleesa, for that. Thank you. Jaleesa posted the website in Facebook. You guys can click on the link if you want the $35 special we're doing. You can go ahead and click on the link. It's on the first page, okay? It's on the first page. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in, okay?
And if you're in the chat, you could click on the link over here in YouTube. I've seen about 3 UFOs.
I told y'all last year they was going to start showing themselves. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Before we go, do pay attention. They're gonna discover some more technology. There's gonna be some more new stuff coming out with AI. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be a lot that's gonna be exposed. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised, okay? You're gonna have another car company that's gonna come out with an electric car like Tesla. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. That's coming too. Alright? Well, on that note, family, about to get up off of here. For the internet start messing up, because it's pouring down. So we'll see y'all soon. I don't want to say when, because when we say when, we always end up busy, okay? But we'll see y'all soon, okay?
That's it.
Don't get caught out there in this weather. Stay in your house, okay? And don't get caught up in the fake Armageddon. Just know the Armageddon is within you, okay?
Oh, another thing, Spirit said, those of you that are spiritual and you're doing your own thing on social media and this and that, don't get caught up with how can I put this? Don't get caught up with other people's energy that are doing that are trying to do the same thing you are, because some people are agents and they're not for you. So y'all be careful with that. Always read everything you do and people that you deal with. Read them before you even go into business with them or deal with them.
That's right.
I'll leave y'all with that.
All right, family. It's nice. Been a good time. I gotta stretch y'all. Been a good time we had with y'all. But what? My back really just need to be like cracked or something. I've been sitting like this. What's so funny?
I'll crack it. You want me to? Nah, you don't.
Yeah, if you let me crack your neck. Let me
I
crack
say
your
your neck, your back. Not my neck.
Well, you ain't cracking my back. I'm sorry. You're not a chiropractor. If you was a chiropractor, I would think about it, but I don't trust you. Right?
Oh man, that's cold.
It's not cold.
That's
You don't know how to crack my back.
I do know how to crack your back.
Well, if you know how to crack my back, then I know how to crack your neck. So let me crack your neck after you crack my back. How about that? Okay?
But what I do is you're not gonna be in pain.
You ain't gonna be in pain either when I crack your
Yeah,
neck.
because I'm gonna probably be dead.
You ain't gonna be dead. Come on, why would I want to kill you? I love you.
It could be an accident. I don't know if you know how to crack no neck.
Exactly. I don't know if you know how to crack no back. So you
I
feel
know
me.
how to crack
You-
a neck.
As they say in Georgia, you feel me. You feel me, huh?
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Blessings,
Peace.
family. Happy New Year to everybody.